turn into the black Frank White. We had to grow dreads to change our description. 2 cops is on the milk box missing. Showed they toes, you know they got stepped on. A fist full of bullets, a chest full of Teflon. Run from the police, picture that, nigga. I'm
Alright, so off to Giant again to check our test results for the Penrite oil. Now the bros said this one's interesting, so okay, let's see what the fuck's happened here. This is also, I think, the bottom of the sump oil that we're like building up, so I don't know. Let's see what's happened, because as we know that the other oil has definitely found out that we're running bearings or something's going on. So yeah, so also with my motor, I thought there was a leak at the back of the block. There is none. It's just fucking just shit fucking coming out from nowhere. It's probably actually from the other day that I actually spilt a whole lot of oil putting into that fucking engine. We do know that we've lost oil pressure when it starts up, so it's basically starting up, heaps of oil pressure, and that's the only time I even look at the oil gauge. Then yeah, once it got warm, the oil got warm, the oil pressure was dropping off, like mentally dropping off, like yeah, like I think down to like 30 psi or something. So yeah, which is another thing, because my tuner was saying, we were tuning, he's like, hey look, your fucking oil pressure. I was like, oh no, she's good mate, this fucking. He's like, but actually we were tuning it with fuck all oil pressure. So again, reliability of the rotor motor, we've pushed it again, like really, like we did 6 hours with sweet all oil pressure and we got a tuning. You know, like I guess a well-built motor can show that it can still get, as long as it's getting some lube. I definitely hands down think if I fucking ripped it again, I would have hand grenaded that motor, and would have been a big bill. Now I've seized fucking over the 30 years owning rotors, I've seized 2 motors. One I have actually, what are you pointing at, lady? Fuck you. I have actually, it was my RX2 that I scored in Nongataha, and I drove that from Nongataha to got to Mercer, no oil pressure. So yeah, it was getting drips and drabs. Why? Is because that motor was built by RS, Mark Julian. It was a 12A race motor, so it was all standard, but just all race prep. So I think it just had line rows on it, whatever they do for that series for motor. But anyway, the reason, I actually had an RX4 coupe, and I did a trade. The bros, they got me a 2. I wanted a 2 sedan. They went and pretty much, someone owed them money, and they got it for me. So yeah, and I did the trade with them. But anyway, we were doing the sumps around, some had to go reverse and oil pickup, and yeah, we've got the oil pickup was forgotten to be put on. Simple mistake. I mean, fucking hell, it was like the 90s, none of us cared. I shot down the road, come back, it was all done. But yeah, they're all good. They, you know, it was like, yeah. But anyway, we got from Nongataha all the way to Mercer, 0 oil pressure. Basically, Mark, when he pulled the engine apart, he said, hey, come check this out. The rear rotor had welded itself to the housing. That's how fucking hot it got in there. So yeah, and it was all like blue and yellow and discoloured in it, but yeah, pretty much welded the itself in there. He used to have it on his workshop bench there to show people how far your own can get with no oil pressure, and yeah, someone stole it, so that was shit. Anyway, the other one was a random motor I bought from Kura. I mean, the motor was, I think they wanted like $2.5 grand, and then when I rolled up, said, fuck, I'm only going to give you like $1,200 or something for it. I got fuck all. But yeah, that seized running it in Tauranga along the fucking whatever fucking bridge it was called, Mangatapu Bridge, I think. It rolled on there and it locked up. So yeah, I'm not doing a third one. But anyway, let's go check these out and stop the Jupiter and see what the fuck's going on with this. Okay, what's up? So I'm just doing Bob Marston, who passed away. If many of you know that. So this is for his daughter. I think it's for her daughter, who's going to be running his numbers this weekend. Let's get back to this microphone checker. Alright, so what we found out is that, again, we have a high reading in lead, so yeah, and copper. So this is reading, so, sorry guys, this area here is all your engine wear in the oil. So everything that's wearing out in the engine is in your oil. So this whole bracket here is leading to bearings. Everything else like tin, so like iron, so that's like your end plates and stuff like that. Housings, same with chromium, be like your housings in that. Nickel and tin and all that, also like E shaft. So everything in here is, there is zero wear. Copper is also your bearings, but yeah, everything is fine. Everything's fine. So everything's pointing to bearings. So again, so this is the analysis. We got Penrite. You can read. The good thing about this is that there's some people like, oh, like I was talking to the other bro, he's like, oh, you just get the oil, you look at it, and so no, you can't, because some oils still have that tone, and even if you feel it, you can't feel the difference. This is how fine it's picking up. I've mentioned this before, and yeah, but we have come to the conclusion that when I think about it, and an oil analysis is picking up that this engine has never, ever had a high oil pressure reading ever. Does make sense, because all the gauges are always read stupidly low, and I've always been like, this is the gauge, she's fine, she's at oil pressure, you know, and we've even started and seen oil coming out, but yeah. So everyone that's like, rotors are unreliable, they're fucking this thing, 11 years, it's done over 2,000 minutes. I've said to the bro it was hours, it's actually minutes. I checked the ECU before. It's done about 2,700 minutes. So I think it's like 1,000 Ks or 1,500 Ks or so. But remember, this is a zero oil pressure, like bugger all. And then noticing it at the dyno, Keith Stewart was like, hey, look, your gauge. I was like, hell, bro, that she's fine. And he was like, oh, yeah, it always does that. But actually, it was dropping off, which I've checked before. When I said. So, oil analysis. Your engine might seem, you might, oh no, my engine's fine. I guarantee you need to pull this shit out, drain it, and then go check it. So yeah, we did have a high silicon base here. So that's contaminants from the burnout car. Smoke. So all the smoke coming into the engine and going through it. Besides, it runs rich too. When it's on the limiter, it does its thing with the fuel. But yeah. So, lack of information regarding time on oil limits. Because yeah, no. Lead at a severe level. So yeah, bearings. All other wear is normal, so that's main. Silicon, so yeah, here we go, dirt sealant material. Abnormal, soot and solid, so yeah. So we're going to run back to wearing an air filter now. I haven't run air filters, I've run air filters. Now I've gone back to running an air filter. So yeah, we're going to run air filters now. So yeah. But viscosity slightly lower than typical. Action. Check the source of soot. Cool combustion, blah, blah, blah. It's a rotor, we all know that. So yeah, fueling, extended oil drain, blah blah blah. Check for more pressure. Already changed. So they want us to resample it once we've, But yeah, basically figured it out. It's had bugger all oil pressure. So the bro's gonna come get the car. When he comes. You'll see what we're both up to. We're gonna do something together. And yeah, Oh, girl. Hey. I'm gonna be all those times. That motor has had bugger all oil pressure in it. And that's what it's coming down to. And what it says there is pointing straight at it. So, which is funny. Like, it's when you figure it's pretty fucking sick. 11 years old. Been beaten on. Yeah. And one other thing we're going to check is that, I don't know if I just repeated this before, but also we're going to check the exhaust ports, because we have noticed every time we've gone and dynoed it, it hasn't been able to get past 300 horsepower. Like, it's been limited. Now, I have seen, and because the block has been built by, yeah, they probably just actually didn't do the exhaust ports. I think it was like bridge ported for a street car, how it was done. And yeah, so the blueprints that we got had said that it had been dyno started and run. So I think maybe it just got oil pressure and they ran it up and then, yeah, it was turned off. But it all had factory Series 5 turbo on it. Now, I was seeing these motors with high flowed Series 5 turbo making around about 340 to 350 horsepower, you know, easily. But this is restricted. We have made a shitload of torque, which is good. So we made 360 newton meters of torque, which is, torque is where it's at. Horsepower, that's just the number of, it's about torque. And yeah, and the turbo that's on there is way more efficient. So when the bro pulls the motor, he's going to tell us, like, if the exhaust port's been done, if they're not, and then yeah, it will see if we get more flow. But we will see. If they're done, then sweet, we know it's the turbo. The turbo's maxed out. A couple of things to look at. Anyway, interesting stuff. You probably think it's boring. To me, this is something that it's helpful for people to diagnose stuff. Like, in any engine that you've got, you want to be sure, like, where it's about to be catastrophically screwed. Just drain the oil. Just go get it fucking checked. It's that simple. ALS is where it's at. You know, email them. Start an account. Do something. It's all good. It's going to pick up stuff that you cannot physically see or feel. And it's going to save you the fucking pingers as well. Like, again, save this motor. I was going to full send that motor, and I'm glad I didn't. Anyway, that's my ramble. I hope this made sense. Yeah, also, Giant Oil are currently at the moment putting an online store available for you. And they'll ship anywhere in New Zealand. It's coming soon. They're just working on it right at the moment from all their products. And yeah, they'll be shipped to your door. How cool is that? Anyway, take care. Peace out. We've got another couple of videos coming out. And yeah, all the best, people. Rock on. Woo-wee!